Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. We have a bit of a different one today. We have a little bit of a DIY project going on. Haven't done one of them since I did my bookshelves. I'll link that above, but that's kind of the only thing that we've done. But it is a project for little Mr. Man. As you can see, he's just sitting looking up at me staring because he's like this when I vlog. But we are doing a bit of a DIY project because what we have at the minute is just an absolute mess. So we are redoing Oakley's kind of, I don't know what to call it, it's just like his area. So it's where his crate is. At the minute, it's literally just his crate and a ton of boxes on top. The stickers will make sense in a second, but there were like 2 boxes and these are still from when we moved in. We just haven't found anywhere that we can actually put his stuff. So we're going to be resolving that in this vlog, fingers crossed. The post-it notes that are on the wall are going to be shelves. We are hoping to just put some shelves on there and then it'll give us some more storage for him. And then we can come up with some better solutions. Like we could put like little cute baskets on the shelves like that, instead of just having it on his crate, and we can just keep all of his stuff there. I also wanted to get a crate cover, but those things are expensive, so I think we're just going to stick with the blanket. We also need to move this. This is another thing that's just been there since we moved in. It just kind of went there because there was a space for it, and it does have our stuff in, like I think our passports and things like that are in there. But I want it gone. Jack's not as sure because there's the printer there. There's also the curtains that we still need to sell. They're the curtains from our previous flat, but they just don't go anywhere. They don't have the right decor. And then we've just ended up like piling stuff on top. Like I've got like my vision boards and stuff on there. Socks that Oakley, oh crap. So, socks that Oakley has stolen and I've had to take off from him. So there's just a bit of everything everywhere in that corner. And apart from that, the living room's kind of like done now. Like we have my desk set up. It's a bit of a mess at the minute because Jack kind of hijacked it this morning for some reason. Then, I don't know why the stool's up. Then we've got like my bookshelves. I mean, this one still needs sorted, but I just don't have the money to get the stuff that I want for it at the minute, so I'm fine with it looking like that for a little bit longer. So it's just this corner that's just an absolute mess. So Jack is currently at Maxwell's getting the wood for the shelves because Jack's mainly doing the shelves. I'll probably be sorting Oakley's like stuff out as he's doing that, but I'm actually heading to the gym once Jack gets back, so you'll probably be left with him actually. He's going to grab the wood and then we're going to have to cut it to place because the wall in the alcove is wobbly. Like it's not been done all that well, so we're going to have to cut it to fit in there. I'm not gonna lie, I never have much faith in Jack for DIY projects. He hasn't done that much DIY in his life, but he says that he has, and he says that it's going to be fine. So I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm just going to let him roll with it. He can make a mistake if he wants to make a mistake. I have no idea what's happening with it. He's just kind of took it. I said I wanted shelves and he was like, I can do that. So he's done it. He's borrowed a saw off his dad and he's going to do it. I think he's going to start it whilst I'm at the gym, so I'll probably not be here for all of it. But we're just waiting for him to get back from Maxwell's now, and then we'll probably move all of Oakley's stuff out of the way so Jack can get in. Look at you looking like a DIY man with stuff in your pockets. Oh, you took it off. Put it back in your pocket. Oh, they're not thick enough.
They're the thickest you're gonna get for shelves.
Okay.
What I was thinking is,
I need to paint them.
I know, well, you paint once they're on.
Oh, what do you mean once they're on?
Because I'm gonna have to cut them the shape and sand them the shape and stuff like that.
And then I take them off and paint them.
You have to paint them when they're on the wall.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I paint them and then you cut them. I'm not painting them when they're on the wall.
You're gonna paint them now then?
I'm going to the gym now.
I was gonna do it now.
I'm not painting. Are you kidding? I'm not painting them when they're on the wall.
Why? They're just shelves.
What do you mean they're just shelves? It was hard enough painting these on the kitchen floor. Why didn't you think this through?
Because I assumed you'd paint them on the wall, like.
Like what? Like normal people do.
Like, I don't know, just like people would do, I don't know.
No one paints them on the wall. You paint them and then put them on.
You have to paint them again once they're on, because I'm gonna have to cut it down again. It'll ruin the paint. You pick shelves first, then.
No, you don't. How am I meant to paint the top of the shelf when it's on there?
With a stool.
Are you kidding me?
Steps. You got steps. But anyway, yeah, they are thin.
Yeah, they're very thin.
But DIY stuff falling on the top of it. But you'd put, I haven't bought it, I've realised when I left I bought it, but you'd put a bit on the front so that when the shelf sits, there will be a bit that hangs off. It allows you to put like lights behind it and stuff like that if I want to do that. It makes the shelf look thicker, but then it keeps it.
How is it getting put on the wall?
With a strut. So I'll cut them to size. Hold that. Try, baby. So cut them to size. You'll then drill into the wall around the edges, around the back and the sides, and then they sit on top.
Right.
So you will have this thickness underneath the shelf, which is why you'd put a preface on that goes deeper than that.
Right.
But I need by the prefaces. So, but again, if you want to paint these like a white to match the wall, then they're going to need to be cut down to size and stuff like that and fit into the wall. So again, you have to paint them again.
Can't paint the wall.
We've got paint for the wall. We know what colour it is.
I don't think you're right. You don't paint them when they're on. You paint them before.
Because I'm fitting them like this, I could fix those to the wall, the supports.
But I want them painted as well.
You can paint them the colour of the wall, because I think that would look better anyway, because it blends in the wall then.
We're painting them black, by the way.
Okay, so if they're black, they'd be white.
Well, no, I'd want to paint them black as well.
Because then they're obvious they're there. If you paint them white, then it hides them.
Right.
Because they will sit like that under the shelf.
Right.
If you paint them white, it makes them look like they're not there, kind of thing. Okay, watch out.
Have you researched this?
Yes.
What's this for?
It's just because you screw these into the wall. I've got the screws and the plugs and stuff as well. But then you put a little bit of glue on the side as well, just adds support. It just makes it more likely not to fall off the wall.
Okay. I'm not a fan of painting them whilst they're on the wall.
So that's what I was going to say. So I can fit these to the wall, not painted, and then we'd paint them the colour of the wall, because it doesn't matter if we paint the wall then, it's the same colour. I'll cut those to size so they fit on top, so they're red, because they'll then glue on top of this, on this edge, to stay in place, because you don't want obviously screws on the top of the shelves. So I'll cut them to fit, so they fit perfectly. Then you can paint them, then we'll glue them, put them on.
Okay. Right, well I'm going to the gym, and Oakley needs to go for a walk,
Okay.
so...
Do you want us to move this stuff? Do you want to move this stuff?
Just do it when you've walked Oakley, if that's okay. I'm going to leave my camera here for you.
Okay.
And you can do some time-lapsey stuff.
Okay.
Because I'm going to the gym.
Some drilling and screwing and sawing.
Yeah, are you excited?
Yeah.
Also...
This is like the first DIY thing you've allowed us to do.
Later, I've been to the gym, I'm back, we've had lunch. Jack has actually popped out again because he miscalculated and ran out some stuff. So this is where we're at the minute. He's just got the, I can't remember what these are called, but basically that's all he's got, and he still has another shelf left and ones on the side. We're thinking we're going to have to actually just glue the ones on this side because this is a solid wall, whereas these ones weren't. So he's gone to get that. Then he has the shelves. He said he was going to take them and ask if they could cut them, so he didn't have to. But yeah, there they are. I think right, so I'm not sure what's happening with the painting because he googled it and found an article about like how oh god, this is awful. Hang on. He googled it and found an article about how to paint the wood, because the bookshelves that I painted for the last thing, they were IKEA ones, so they have like a little, like a plasticky kind of sheen on them, so, and this is just wood, so I wasn't sure how to do it. And on the articles it actually says like, it says when, like, put, like, not dismantle, after installation leave it for a few days and then start to paint. But then there was a picture of a desk, so I don't know if that, you stink, I don't know if there's a that includes shelves, so I have no idea what's happening with the paint. I think you'll be lucky to finish them today, so I don't think I'll be painting today. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea how, ooh, got an electric shock. I don't know how long this video is going to span for. I haven't planned it in because we weren't sure when we were going to do it, so I'm not sure when this is going to get finished. But he's going to get the rest of the stuff now. I think he's getting the front bit that he was talking about before as well. So we'll just have to see how much we get done today. But I don't think I'm going to get to painting them. But I didn't really mention it. Well, I did, but we didn't talk about it. It's going to be black because I want it to match the bookshelves. And in that corner, there's just a lot of white because his crate's there. And his crate's grey and has a cream blanket over it, and like this room's quite dark, like I want it to be quite dark, so we're gonna paint them black and then leave the backs, like the walls, white. So hopefully that looks good. I'm a little bit worried about it, but it should be fine. Like I say, the things that are going to go on are his stuff anyway, which I'm hopefully going to put in baskets to make it look a little bit nicer. So I think the black will match quite well. But we will just see what happens when Jack gets back from the store. Good morning. So we are now on the next day. Excuse my YouTube planning behind me. We finished off doing all of the shelves, and to be honest, in terms of the actual shelves, there's not much we can do today. The glue needs to set for 24 to 48 hours. So it's on the wall and it's looking quite good. Jack's very happy with it. It's set very nicely, but we don't want to, sorry, because it's a white wall, it's struggling. Because it says 48 hours, we don't want to touch it. So yeah, I don't have the paint to paint the shelves either. So I don't think there is much to do today in terms of the shelves, but what I can do is go through all of the crap that is on top of his crate. So I think I'm going to go through, I've just sat down, but we're going to have to get back up again. I think I'm going to go through all of this and throw out a load of stuff, because there are so many toys in here that are broken. Like, that's broken, that's broken, that's broken. Just to point out as well, we didn't give him this, his breeder did. I have no idea why, but that is what I'm going to do, I think, because I just want to get rid of all of the rubbish. He needs new toys anyway, because like I say, there is a lot of ones in here that are broken. So I want to go through and get a good grasp on how many are actually still usable, because in my head, apart from literally the one we got him yesterday, none of them are usable. So I think I'm going to put him in his crate whilst I do this, because look at the interest that's going on here. He knows there's stuff in there. Yeah, but we can't right now because Mum's got to go through it, because you break all of them. Okay, you break all of your toys, don't you? So that's what I'm going to do. There's not much else to do, so I'm going to get on with it. Okay, he actually has kind of more than what I thought. We have two piles. So he's in his crate. He's only just started crying because I'm vlogging. He is fine. So this is the fine pile, but this is everything of his. Like you can see, poo bags, brush, toothpaste, the token buttons that we got him. That's all of stuff, and this is the stuff that needs thrown away because it's just, he's went through it. Like, this is a really good example. And then this was one of the first toys we ever got him, but there's this was one of the ones that was like indestructible, and then it really wasn't. So I think I'm gonna put, there are toys in here that he can play with but needs like extra supervision with them, because like they have like little tears in, but it just doesn't feel right like throwing them out yet. So I think I'm gonna put the supervisable ones in that basket and then figure out where to put the rest of it. And I'm going to put them back in that box and then they can just go in the bin. So I'm going to finish sorting this and then figure out where everything can go for now. Okay, that's it done. I've kind of not organised it. I've actually been able to put a lot more toys in there than I thought. But I do think once we are more sorted, I'm going to get different baskets for different things, because we definitely have kind of different categories of toys. So we'll have like ones that are more for him to chew, which are out already. So things like this, so stuff that's just like basically lying around the house. So we have them. Then there are like balls, and then there are interactive toys where we kind of tug. And then there are... I suppose that's kind of the three main categories actually, because I was going to say these, but these are again like more like interactive ones. So I think I definitely prefer them to be in like separate like boxes, so I can just like grab one out, especially the chew ones, because we'd like to like cycle them so he doesn't get bored. And then we've got stuff like his maintenance, so this is his snuffle mat, then toothpaste, brush, poo bags, dentist sticks, things like that. So I definitely want to be able to section things off, but this is everything pretty much apart from his towel that's in here in the kitchen, which is like another type of snuffle mat. And we've got things like his towel to like dry him and things like that. So yeah, this is it. So this is all that's going to get done for today that like is to do with his area, but I just thought I'd get it done while it's the weekend and it's something else to do, so it kind of spreads it out so it's not all in one day. But I will catch up with you whenever we do anything with it next. Okay, we have a bit of an update with the shelves. Jack has been mainly doing them. I'm trying to find somewhere where I can actually see. There we go. Let's bring you back up. So Jack's been mainly doing them. He has these other shelves. He has primed them and gave them a first coat. I am gonna take over and I'm doing the second coat. He only did it yesterday, so should be okay. But we're nearly getting there. I know it's a bit weird with the sun, but that's how they're looking. They definitely need another coat on them. But yeah, we're using the same paint that we used for the bookshelves, which is, where's it from?
BBQ.
Yeah, I was gonna say barbecue. Flat matte. I think, what is it, a chalk or is it matte? What is it kind?
Flat matte.
Matte paint. So I'm gonna do the rest of the painting now. Okay, I'm not sure when the last time I vlogged was for this, but anyway, we are here. We are doing another step on the shelves. So we have bought a top coat for the shelves, because basically when I've done these, right, the bookshelves, which is in another vlog, basically, can you see all this? Like, because it's a matte paint, it gets loads and loads of like marks on it. And obviously with the shelves being going to be
back around and do these as well.
I am not doing that, no way. With the shelves being more in use than what the bookshelves are going to be, we needed a top coat. So we struggled to find one that basically was going to keep things matte, because I want like a matte look. I hate a gloss look. So we struggled to find it, but I found, when I did my research, because Jack couldn't find anything, some furniture finishing wax, and it seems like it dries matte, because Jack did a little test run whilst I was at the gym before, and that looks quite matte still, so we're going with that. I'm gonna do it because Jack's popping out, so I'm gonna get started on the shelves. Jack says it dries really quick, so I think we can get this done today, because I'll probably do one side then just flip it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna pop that on, hope it goes well, because it's like a wax. We've just got to like dip it in a pot and then like rub it on. But you can see how much the paint comes off, because like that's just off that little test bit. So yeah, and Jack did another final coat with the paint today.
Yeah.
So it's had 3 coats of paint, and it needed it, didn't it? Rather than 2. So it's probably because it was just such a light wood, whereas like my shelves were like black anyway, weren't they?
That's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah, So I'm gonna get started on this. I feel like I'm worried you've had loads of time lapses in this video already, so I'm not gonna do a time lapse. I'll just show you after it is done. Right, I'm sorry if you can hear the music in the background. One of our neighbours decides to play music out loud, like at any given moment. So it's literally been like 15 minutes. That was so easy, and it went so far. Like, look how much we've got left. Like, went so far. So this is it. It's had 2 coats on. It's still looking pretty matte. Like, if I try and move it, you can see it's still pretty matte. So that's all, because that's all I'm gonna do essentially, because Jack is gonna put them up, because I haven't got a freaking clue what I'm doing. He's done all of that kind of stuff, so we're just gonna wait for Jack to get back now. The only things left to do, I think, are to put them on the wall, and then Jack's gonna fill in the gaps, because the walls are quite wobbly, so they're not gonna fit perfectly. So yeah, that's the only thing left to do. I think he wants to do it today, so we'll see what he gets up to when he gets back. Jack is back, and he's trying to figure out which shelf is which, because he wrote on them which one was which, and then I've painted over it. So, ooh, that's the first kind of proper look we've had.
Makes that corner much darker, doesn't it?
I was just about to say, we definitely need lights. We saw some lights on TikTok that's like LED lights, but they don't look like LED lights, because I'm not a fan of LEDs. It looks like a proper light, so we're hopefully gonna get them to go like underneath them, and I definitely think they need them, because the shadow that has occurred. Oh, you've just marked the wall.
Yeah, the walls are all marked everywhere.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I think that might be the next one up.
Oh really?
I'd rather be tight on this.
Right. It's looking good though. I really like it. I'm just saying, I really like it though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it looks great. Oh, I'm so excited to be able to put his crate back to where it should be. Wow. They look really thick. They are so uneven.
Uneven?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, the bottom gap is way smaller than that gap.
Shouldn't it be? It was all measured.
I know, but then this looks smaller as well. Like, this one looks smaller than that one.
That height you're at, if you lower yourself down.
No, I don't think so.
Down a bit.
No, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so what's happening with this? Like, I'm trying to get it on the camera. Like, there's a big gap.
So I've got sealants to seal that gap.
Right. And then with that as well, because that's huge, isn't it?
Yeah,
that must be like good, like 10 mil.
I might need wood filler for that.
Right. How are we gonna get it to stop from like dripping down the wall?
What from dripping down the wall?
The filler?
Well, it's hard. Wood filler's like it dries like wood.
Right.
So it dries really hard, so it's to fill things like that.
Are you gonna do the filler now?
No, because I think I need some wood filler for those bits, because I can't fill that with what I've got.
Right.
It'd be like a massive bit of plastic inside.
Right, because you were gonna do it because of the sides, weren't you? But I actually think the front's the only bit. Like, I don't mind the tiny
like
gaps.
Back, yeah.
I don't really mind that though. It's just mainly the, I mean,
I think
if it's too much of a faff, I don't even mind just leaving those gaps though.
It's not too bad. I think it'd look a lot better if it's done properly like that.
Do you think?
Yeah.
If you're not going to do that today, can we try putting his crate back and see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Look at all of the marks on the wall though.
No, I might have to repaint it.
Look at that.
I knew that would happen.
So bad. Looks like we've drawn on the wall. I'm still gutted that we can't fit the crate the other way.
Yeah.
Let's move the printer. Because it would have looked so cute if he could like have his door at the front and then like just be like underneath the crate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need a different colour blanket. But yeah, I want like a proper crate cover, like the ones that actually fit and have like drape down sides and you can roll them up and stuff, but they're just so expensive. Like when I was looking for a nice one, are you trying to press your button? Oh, you're getting a ball, are you? When I was looking and getting a nice one, it was going to be like 100 quid plus. It's crazy. And like, I completely understand that they're worth the money because people have got to make them and stuff, but we just don't have that money at the minute. So I would love, what colour do you think would look good on top of his crate?
Maybe like a grey or a black.
I don't want a grey in this, we don't have grey in this room though.
I was thinking, do anything that good point.
Wow. That's your crate?
You're going to stay in for a bit then, hang on.
Yeah. Oh, it's so annoying that it can't be landscape. Is this a bit overwhelming, all your toys being on the floor?
Has he just got one?
He's got a ball.
Wow.
It's one of his squeaky ones. Do you not think... That nearly hit my head.
Sorry.
What do you think?
Just
what do you think of them?
I think they look good.
Yeah?
I think they need filler. I definitely think they need filler.
Right, I think they definitely need the lights.
Yeah.
I kind of want to put a wire hole in one as well. Them. So the wires can fit down the back. Because you know I would talk to... Yeah. Putting the record player up there because basically around this area there are no outlets whatsoever. The nearest plug is there, so we have, that's why this wire's on the wall, because we have to traipse it around there to be able to use it for my desk. So we can't get the wire because the extension's there. We can't get the wire to fit for the record player to go around his crate and then up there. So I suggested maybe putting the record player up there so we could actually use it again.
If you want something like that, I'll have to do it before we get them stuck in.
Right.
There'll be a pain drilling hole in it once they're fitted. But what we could do is, you know those things that they have on office desks?
The what?
So the wires.
What, like these?
You know the... No, like the holes in desks with the plastic cover.
Yeah.
Spins around. Could get one of them.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just put it at the back. I don't even for sure know if I want the record player on there. Yeah. We need to get those lights though, to figure out how they are going to be powered. Yeah. Well, I can have a look at that. It looks good though. Yeah, let's see what it looks like the full room. I can't really, that's the thing, you can't really... I can move out of the way so we can see the bookshelves.
Oh, what do you mean? What?
Just so I can see like the black of the bookshelves in the frame a little bit. Yeah, it looks good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much better use of the space.
What you got?
Andy's crate can go back now until we do the rest of it. It is now the next day. We discussed the sealant thing because I wasn't getting it, as you can probably tell from the clip yesterday. But we ended up saying we were going to seal the top one with just the pink sealant, like on the edges that Jack didn't like. And then we weren't going to use the sealant, we're just going to use the pink stuff. I don't know what the difference is, to be completely honest, and Jack's out there, so we can't really talk about the differences. So he has done that this morning. Well, he did that last night and we've painted it over this morning. So this is how it's looking currently. He's also sealed the shelves to the struts, so they're kind of basically glued to the struts now, so that's it, they're not coming off. So what you can see here, what he's done is basically what he did here, but he's painted over it, and then he's going to paint with the white because obviously we need to do all of that anyway. It looks all right. When you're back here, you can't really tell, so that's all that matters. It's probably not the most professional way to have done it. Oh, he's just wiped his wet mouth all over my chair, but it's done now. So Jack is going to paint the rest of the pink stuff black than he needs to, and then I think he's going to do the white because he's had to wait for the pink stuff to dry for a bit. Oakley is crying because Jack is outside trying to find a paintbrush small enough to do it more accurately, and we had a lot of the paint stuff in the shed. So that's what he's doing. He's doing it from now on because I need to do some work, and yeah, we'll see how it ends up. After the painting's done, I think that's it done, apart from ordering all of the storage stuff, which I think we're going to do today. So I will let you know once all of that's done, and then we can order some stuff for the shelves. Right, we are a lot later. They are done. There is only one thing to do, and I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera. So basically, oh, could you get him a drink? Basically, Jack painted the wall a bit, and we think that the black was a little bit wet still because it's kind of mixed with the white to make a grey. So Jack's going to go over that bit another time. But you've got drink. But apart from that, it's done. This is all filler. Jack's done a very, very good job. The next things that we need to do are we're going to buy the storage solutions that we want for on there. Oakley's stuff is kind of been condensed into this, which I'm very impressed with. I don't know how you've managed it.
On pulling toys out constantly.
I don't know how you've managed it though.
Most of it's just all piled up now, contained in the blanket.
Yeah, but still, it was all on top of his crate, wasn't it?
Wow.
So we need stuff to put toys in, stuff to put treats in, and stuff, yeah, like his toothbrush, yeah, things like that. You've got a drink, baby boy. So,
Tell them about the cable thing.
think I already have.
Really?
Yeah. So the other day, I looked a little bit at stuff that we could get. Do you want to come over, Pip? The other day I looked and found a few things. The main things I found were on Amazon, but there are a few things on H&M. I'm not sure what we're gonna get because I prefer the H&M stuff.
Yeah.
But this video needs to go up on Wednesday.
Yeah.
The reason that I normally don't set myself such like deadlines for videos, if you're being like, well, just take your time, put the video up later. But this week, so basically we're on Sunday, this coming week. So when you're watching this on Wednesday, I graduate tomorrow and then we fly to Corfu on Saturday. So it's a bit of, I don't have time to push back and then come up with another video. So that's why we kind of need to get it done. I don't think we're gonna get it done completely, but I wanna get it done as much as possible so you guys can see it. So,
okay.
Dependent on when the H&M stuff can come, we might get it, we might not. So, can you look at the dimensions of stuff? Because you're better at that than me.
Dimensions of?
Like the jars and things.
Right, okay.
Because you know how I showed you these another time and you were like, I don't know if that'll fit.
Yeah.
After all that, we're not ordering anything. I am heading into town tomorrow anyway, so I'm going to go have a look in some shops to see if we can find any, just because we're looking at like rattan kind of materials, or what was that called, like seagrass or watergrass or something.
Yeah.
And I feel like we can't see the vibe of the colour, because like it's really easy for like wicker to kind of go to be orange.
Depends on the lighting, doesn't it, the photo when you
So I just don't want to order anything that's going to be orange. And we have like, I know the room is really dark, but we have like wicker there and there.
And we've got like a lighter colour wood on that furniture, don't we?
Yeah, so I just don't want to get ones that we really don't like when we have stuff that we like. So I'm gonna go tomorrow. I probably won't vlog whilst I'm there because I'm not taking my camera in, but I will show you what I get if I get anything, probably tomorrow. Okay, so obviously that video didn't go up when it was meant to. Basically, like I said, we were gonna go, I think I said this. Anyway, we were gonna go and get the stuff for the shelves right, let me start again. We were gonna go get the stuff for the shelves on the Friday. Well, I didn't realise it was the Friday though. When we were gonna go and see Doctor Strange, we were gonna go to, because we were going to Metro Centre to see Doctor Strange. And then I was like, well, we'll go then because there's a Home Sense in the Metro Centre. But when we got there, I realised it was Friday. So it was the day of upload, so it wasn't gonna happen because see, we need to get home and pack as well. So it didn't happen. We did get the stuff, but I just didn't get the video up in time. So I'm sorry that all of that probably didn't make any sense to you, but yeah, we've been and got the stuff. So I'm going to show you that. We also have had the lights delivered today as well, because we obviously, I've mentioned before, we wanted lights underneath it. So they are kind of done, and I'm going to show you the update. I don't know where Jackie is. Oh, there is. Are we ready? Are we ready? Ta-da! So we got, this is the one that we already had. We got them two from HomeSense, and then this basket which matches perfectly because it has the gold which we've got in places around the living room. And then we also got this adorable little jar that has obviously a dog paw print on it. Yeah, it looks cute. And then I've just put one of his toys that had like an O on it with it. We have been able to fit I can't speak today. Fit the vinyl player on one of the shelves. It is plugged in. Yeah, because we've had it on. So this is how it is looking at the minute. It does look dark. We haven't got because we said we were going to get all those jars. We haven't. But we're not quite sure. Are we?
No, we're not too sure. No.
But I quite like how it's looking currently.
Yeah, I think with the jars it might look a bit too...
Yeah. And we were thinking about maybe getting like little... No, out. You've been out recently. We were thinking about getting maybe little greenery bits, or having like something like dangling there. Kind of like the one that we've got there, but we haven't got them yet because it looks alright, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So, do you want to show the lights and explain the lights?
Yeah, so we've got these lights. They're battery powered rechargeable magnetic lights, LED lights.
So that these are them essentially.
They're thinner than the look on there.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Because they are like square.
Yeah, so basically Jack wanted to get LED strips and I wanted to get them because I saw them on TikTok. Well, not those exact ones, but similar things on TikTok. And I wanted to get them ones because basically with the LED light strips, obviously we have 3 shelves, so I didn't think it was going to work. And then I didn't want to have it plugged in because then it'll either take 3 plugs up if we do 3 separate ones, or it'll take 1 plug up, but then we'll have like trailing lights, which I didn't want. I quite like the spotlight kind of look with this, and these are magnetic, so you only stick the magnet part onto the shelves and then you can just take the light off and charge it like USB type thing and then just put it back on. They have different settings as well, right?
Yeah, they've got so you can have it on all the time, you can have it on sensor, which is that there.
Oh, I thought that was the light. I was panicking.
And then you've got 3 different like warmthnesses, so there's like a cool white, there's a warm white, and there's a warm.
Right.
And I suppose there's probably 2 ways you could hang it as well, because the light's there.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it below so it shines down, or you can do it that way so it shines backwards.
I thought we were going to do it below.
Well, I'll put them on and I'll show you what they look like both ways.
But you'll have to stick them though.
I can just hold it.
Oh, right, okay. Have they got charge?
Got charge. So that's the cool white. I don't know how you can say it on that thing.
Yeah, you can kind of see. Yeah.
That's the warm. And that's the warm white. That's
I quite like that one.
So that could go like that, and that's that way.
Right.
Or there's that way.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe backwards, you know? What do you think?
I think backwards looks a bit better.
Do you want me to hold it and you can have a look what you think? So that's down.
Right.
That's back.
I don't know, yeah, I'm not sure. I think down doesn't look great in this lighting, but because it's a light, I don't know if it would.
No, it's a good point.
No, I think back. I think it looks a bit like too much of a spotlight like that. Whereas I think that, like, it's nice illumination.
Yeah. We got 3, there's a pack of 3, so obviously it's going to be underneath the shelves. So the top's going to be a bit dark, so maybe we could see how it feels and then maybe get like a circular one for the top.
I'm just thinking, could it go
at the back?
That doesn't look a bit strange.
No, it kind of looks quite expensive. Like that kind of looks like a hotel. Can you put the other ones on and put them all at the back like that? Nine baby, good boy. Hang on, let me shut the curtains so we can see a bit more. I know these are sheen curtains, so it doesn't really help, but
because the boxes in front, it does look a bit strange, I think.
Yeah. Okay, but what about just the top one? I don't know, because the top just looks a bit odd. Will probably look a bit odd, won't it, with all the downlighting?
Yeah. It looks like an office ceiling light.
Yeah, no, I don't think that works. But I was saying maybe we could put the bottom ones on and then maybe look for like a circular one to go at the top.
Right. May I get you?
Put the one on the bottom.
Well, the very bottom one.
Yeah. If we put them on the bottom, there's obviously going to be one under there, isn't there? Yeah, that looks all right. I was just worried it would look weird because these crates there.
Yeah, does it look all right though?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I'll let you see. Yeah, let's put them on. Let's see how it looks.
Which?
They are up. So, we think it looks really good.
Yeah.
The only thing we're thinking is the top does look a bit odd. I'm not sure how we'd fix that because I don't think a circular one would be able to fit, you know, because of how it's like a sphere. Like how it's rounded. And then the one you just did where it was like in the middle kind of just looked, you right, a little bit like school ceiling-y.
I'd have to get like a block that's curved at the top and flat at the bottom and stick it.
Yeah.
Like with the shells to make it so we can do that. What do you think of the, like, do you want to look at the darker setting now?
The darker?
Yeah.
Do you mean the warmth?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks awful.
That's the white.
Yeah.
Not like that.
It's alright, but I just wouldn't pick it. The warm is probably going to match the lamps a lot more.
At night time, yeah.
But I don't know. I like them. I really like them. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like them too.
But they're done. That's it.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Probably get something to stick the cable down the back so it's not just dangling, but...
Yeah, the vinyl. Yeah.
If the vinyl's going to stay there, I might even just paint that wire white, you know?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Just so it doesn't, like, stick on.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't even talked through. We put it so we have his, like, I don't know, like functional things in there. So it's, obviously you can see there's the poo bags, there's brushes, there's toothbrushes in there, and some dentist sticks. Then these are kind of all over the place because he has a lot more toys than we thought. Then in the top right we have his kind of material stuff. So that's his snuffle towel, his snuffle mat, and his towel needs washed, but that'll probably go in there as well. And then we need to put his treats and stuff in there, and then we'll figure out if we need more to put them in. We wanted something to put his dentist sticks in, but the dentist sticks are very, very big. Like, that's one pack, and that has 3 in. They're very, like, chunky, so it didn't really work out. Like, we probably would have needed something, like, as big as these.
Why?
Yeah, to put the dentist sticks in. But it works. It's definitely more functional than just having it on top of his crate, and it looks a lot better. Obviously, I want to get rid of this. I want some kind of storage system here, but I don't know what would match the kind of vibe of here. I feel like maybe something rattan-y to match those, but then that might look a little bit odd. And also you want a different blanket to kind of cover his crate so it's more in theme. But like I've said multiple times on this video, the crate covers are very expensive. But
it's not too bad, that one that's on there, it's just not perfect.
Yeah, and the final thing as well for like this room, once that's, because this is kind of the last main thing apart from this, we want well, I don't know if you do, but I want another rug for this to match that one, because it's just a very empty space, and also Oakley slides absolutely everywhere.
How much was that rug? Was that like 50 quid?
No, 90, I think. Yeah, £90, which doesn't sound like a lot, but we're a bit strapped for cash at the minute, so yeah, we are done. This is it.
Yeah.
I know that was a very, very long vlog, but I was excited.
So did you want to talk about cost of the shelves?
Just very quickly interjecting past Sarah, because we've just been playing about with something and I feel like it's important for like it being like the dog area. So if you're subscribed, you'll know we have a camera. Jack's just sorting stuff. Camera for Oakley, and the place that we used to have it isn't going to work anymore. We used to have it like there, like on the shelf, but me and Jack are reading a lot at the minute, so like basically there's not going to be room for it, and it didn't work that well anyway. So we've just had to play about and we found its new place. So that is it right there. It's hidden behind the vinyls, and it can see, hang on, I'll show you. So we have an app for it. You can see right into his crate. So I just thought that was an interesting point, because obviously I know a lot of people have cameras for the dogs, so we've put ours right there. I suppose as well, like if we didn't have the blanket on it, it could have went like underneath the shelf, but Oakley likes the the coveredness of his crate. So yeah, back to Sarah finishing the vlog. Jack's just suggested talking about how you're not as white as me. There we go. Jack's just suggested talking about the price of the shelves. He did it more, so
yeah. So I mean, for the bare bones of the shelves, the wood itself costs £60 for the shelf panels.
Right.
And that was just because we need a proper decent wood to make it a good finish. The struts probably cost £5 overall, because they were like 60p each type of thing. Glues and stuff like that, and filler probably cost a combination of a £5 as well, so you're looking at 70 quid so far. And the paint,
we had the paint,
but
already. We had to buy the primer.
No,
we had the primer. It was the wax that we had to buy.
So the paint and the primer, if we had to buy it, was about another 25 quid.
Yeah, the primer's expensive.
Yeah. So you're looking at about 100 quid for the bare bones of the shelves, and then whatever we bought to put on top, which is probably another 50, 60 quid.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces.
And then, yeah.
So about 100 quid for the shelf build and paint and put up.
So overall, probably like 180.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not that bad. It looks really good as well. Like, it's definitely, hang on, let's focus on the light. It's definitely made that space look more together. Like, that's the thing that, like, that that space was just so odd before the shelves, like having that little alcove that nothing fit in, so it definitely looked better.
Yeah. And I think if you went to IKEA and bought a shelf to fit in there, it wouldn't look as good because it wouldn't be integrated. And
that's the thing, like anyway. Shelves aren't obviously as expensive normally as that, but this house is built really, really strangely, so it had to be kind of like custom made. Built, yeah. So yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, I know this was a very long video and it might not have been that exciting, but people love dogs. We did it for our dog. Oh, Queen, do you like it? Do you like the shelves? Do you like your now little bedroom? Here's a little room for you. Do you like them? To be fair, I know I know it's kind of a bit of a rhetorical question, being like, do you like the shelves? But he was just sitting staring at them the other night, wasn't he? He was just kind of looking at them, and so I think he likes them. Yeah. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave it a like. If you think you're going to do anything similar, please comment, and please let me know what you think. If anybody has any suggestions for that top shelf thing, that would be useful. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in another one.
Bye.
Bye.